Well, I think I need to compliment the effort being made by the Confederation of Indian Industries, that is CII, in trying to bring together the government and the industries together to discuss some of the problems that the industry faces on a common platform. Well, the participants of this particular event, you have bureaucrats from the Ministry of Department of Pharmaceuticals, and of course the Confederation of Indian Industries, and mainly the industry. When you talk of industry, predominantly we have the bulk drug industry who are actually participating in this forum. Now it is also, I must compliment CII again for trying to bring in a research angle into it, because industry, technology, all these things do not exist unless you have a good sound R&D, a good strong R&D base. And in this context, the CII has invited the Indian Institute of Chemical Technology to be a part of this deliberations. And then if there are any R&D that are that are ready for commercialization, these things can be offered to the BDMA. Okay. Now the forum, we have the industry has been discussing several problems with the ministry. Some of them are related to the infrastructure, some of them are related to the import policy, some of them are also related to the export policy, especially for active pharma ingredients, formulations, and to a certain extent new drug discovery. Now the Ministry of Pharmaceuticals, the secretary who has been here, BK Singh, he has made it very clear that the government is very much open to the problems of the industry, and it is with this concern that the ministry has readily accepted this proposal to address the problems being faced by the industry. Now, one of the things that Mr. BK Singh, the director of Department of Pharmaceuticals, has said that is, well, yes, of course, the industry has problems, but then the best part is they also know the solutions, or rather the answers. Even if they know the solutions are not really, they need to be tuned to fill up the solution space that the government of India defines. So in this context, he has asked the industries, because they have the problems, they can as well come out with a policy by which all these problems can be addressed. And to make the decision making even more simpler, the ministry has also gone to the extent of asking or requesting the industry themselves, to come forward and then form some policy guidelines. So these guidelines would be placed before various ministries. There will be an expert committee which will be there to answer all the queries, because when you talk of a policy, there are so many other ministries also which are involved, like the Ministry of Environment, the Ministry of Commerce, the Ministry of External Affairs, because exports are also export and import are also involved. So all these issues are there, and all these issues will be best addressed if the industry participation is very much over there. Now, as far as the Indian Institute of Chemical Technology is concerned, to which I belong, we have come forward to offer a solution within the solution space that is desirable, because we also come from a publicly funded organization. We have seen to it that the solution space that we offer is in tune with the policies of the government. So in this context, let me congratulate Dr. Sen Gupta, who has championed this cause and then trying to bring out some new solutions. The solution that we are going to offer to the industry is that industry spends good amount of time in trying to understand what are the technologies that are available outside which they can be imported. Unfortunately, if you see, most of the technologies that are available for import are being developed or have been developed by few advanced countries. And for some reasons, it could be because of the environment norms of that particular country, that they want to get rid of these industries, get rid of these technologies. But then the local industry, they do not have the wherewithal or the expertise to understand the nuances of the technology transfer that would happen if they import the technology. So it is here the Indian Institute of Chemical Technology has said that we will step in, we will create a platform with the help of the industry, which will have good experts, and we'll be able to evaluate the technology which is coming in. And it's quite possible that the technology that we are importing, we have, for every technology that we are importing, we have better technology in India. In fact, our own institute has developed several technologies which we can make these technologies available to the industry. Okay. So it is with this view we said we'll form a center, national center, which will have a facilitation center for pharma sector. So this particular facilitation center would primarily have formulation center, because most of the industries are handicapped because of having a proper formulation facility. So this is a space, this is a gap which we said we will fill up if this center would take shape. And this proposal is now being put forward to the various ministries for approval, and if that happens, here in Hyderabad itself you have a formulation center. So this formulation center, what it will do is, in addition to working on formulations, we will also look at new drugs, because this is a hub wherein you have number of chemical research organizations, good academia is there, the NIPERs are there, and the best of the R&D experts are available in the region of Hyderabad as far as pharmaceuticals is concerned. So looking at this, we'll tap the potential of the people over here, and then we will try to make new formulations, and then the new drugs that are coming out, the new molecules that we are developing day in and day out, these things would be made available to the industry. And also, we also try to put up within the gambit of this center a few of pilot plant facilities, wherein the molecules that we have tested, they can be upscaled and then they can be tested. We try to develop good fermentation facilities, because this is where the belief is that we have lost out on because of lack of proper fermentation systems. Many of the formulations are being tried out elsewhere, and the loss could be as high as about 1,000 crores. This is what a rough estimate. The industry will have good fermentation facilities for upscaling and all such works.